Hello everyone and welcome back to another Ark survival video. So in today's video we're going to be seeing every single creature that's going to be added into Ark Survival Extinction. So there's been a lot of teasers and little spotlights on them, but I haven't seen a video where someone is just going over every single creature, going in depth on what characteristics they have, what they're going to be able to do. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. We're going to go over every single one, and by the end of the video, if you guys learn something new about some of the new creatures and you're more educated and more comfortable with Ark Extinction because you know all these new dinos, just leave a like on the video. But anyways, let's get into the first creature here. We have the Mech. So I wanted to include this as the first one. I don't know if it's a creature or just a new freaking sick, I don't even know how to describe this thing. It looks like a cyborg. So this thing, I'm going to go in depth and just talk about it a little bit. So as you guys just saw, that was an unlisted video that they posted on the Ark official survival channel on YouTube, and pretty much they didn't give much detail. All they had was literally just question marks with the title. But if you see in this picture here, they released this on one of the developers' Twitters. You can see here that mech, that same mech, is right there on the left hand side, and it is fighting a titan, guys. So that just kind of confirms that this dino or creature, whatever it is, we don't know if it's going to be rideable or what, but it looks sick, and this is going to be fighting titans. So all we know is that players can get these things, tame them, or create them. Somehow we're going to be able to obtain these, and we're going to be able to kill titans with them. So this is the main thing that's going to be attacking titans, because if you try to kill titans with like guns, it's really hard. So these new mechs are going to make it much easier. But anyways, for the next one, we have titans themselves. So I just talked about the thing that can kill the titans, but here are the titans. So we have a little bit of footage right here. This isn't like anything insane, but that is what a titan pretty much looks like. It was in the Ark official Extinction trailer, so that's where I got the footage from. But these things, they are just huge. If you guys watched the Extra Life stream yesterday, it was run by Ark developers. Pretty much they showed them taming one of these things, and they are so insane. But if you go on the Ark wiki, you can see that there's the Desert Titan, the Forest Titan, the Ice Titan, and the Sky Titan. So these things are insane. They're so big and they're so hard to tame. They have a little health bar to show like how much health they have, and in order to tame these things, it's kind of a little bit of a process. It's not like insanely hard, but you know, it's getting there, because these things, as you saw, they literally take so much to actually tame them and kill them. If you kill these things, you get a ton of XP. You just get so much stuff. You get some loot. It's amazing. But the easiest way to kill them is by getting that mech or whatever that thing is to kill them, because that's the easiest way. If you try to kill them with guns, like I said, it's going to take so long, just because you need so much ammo and so many players. And these titans, they literally can kill a 150 Rex in just 1 or 2 swings, so it's insane. But going on to the next one here, we have the Scout. The Scout is incredible. This thing, it's kind of like a new addition to Extinction, but I don't really know how to describe it as a creature or something that you can control. So these Scouts, if you guys don't know about them already, it was in the Extinction trailer. That is the what you see when you're using a Scout. So if you just saw that clip right there, you saw that someone was operating that Scout. So as you can see, someone's in this Scout, they're controlling it, they're moving around. But then as the Scout like kind of backs away, you can see a player take a pair of binoculars off. So I, along with a lot of other people, we have come to the conclusion that these binoculars, they're used to control the Scout, so you can go around and see different things in the Scout, kind of like a little drone, or like in real life, like a drone sort of. So that's what the Scout is. But anyways, moving on to the next one, corrupted dinos. So I didn't want to just do like one corrupted Rex or one corrupted Paracer or whatever. I just want to do corrupted dinos as a whole, because corrupted dinos, they're not really just like one dino, it's a ton of them. Something just to point out, in the background you can see there's some gameplay footage. This is leaked gameplay from one of the orbital drops that a mod kind of leaked at TwitchCon. So this is just incredible here. You can see that all the dinos are corrupted. It kind of looks like a purplish light or LED inside of them is glowing. So if you guys don't know what the corruptiveness is just coming from, pretty much the backstory on Extinction is that there is just this corrupted I guess, substance that kind of leeches on to these dinos, and it makes them corrupted along with items. So there you can see there's a corrupted helmet. So it kind of just like makes them more aggressive as it controls their body. So it's almost like a disease that's making these dinos that would normally just be regular, it's making them much more aggressive. So if you go up to a Paracer, you would think it's passive, but it's going to be aggressive with the corruptedness. So that's why these are much different. But moving on to the next one here, we have the Venusaur. So the Venusaur, they just announced this on the Ark Survival official YouTube channel, and as you can see, these things are just insane. It looks like a mix of like a raptor and some other really dangerous animal. So these things are incredible. They have a lot of new powers, and obviously nothing has been confirmed yet, but you can see in that the footage that we got from the Ark Survival YouTube channel that they have this type of machine gun that kind of like shoots out, and it's incredible. Like, that's gonna be a very good tactic in PvP, long range shooting. That's just incredible. Like, if you're fighting someone, that's gonna come in handy a lot. And so these dinos, obviously we don't know much about them since they are unreleased, but we do know that these are going to be tameable. They're going to have a saddle, and we know this from the trailer there that we saw people were riding around on saddles with these things, and it's incredible. And if you go on over to the Ark wiki, you can actually find some more info on them. Not much, but here we have the Venusaur. It's not released on any platforms yet: Xbox, mobile, PS4, or Steam. And the spawn command is not there yet, but the domestication, you can tame these things, you can ride them, but they aren't breedable. So, and also you can see that there's the Venusaur saddle. So it doesn't tell us much details, only that the main thing is that we can actually tame these things. So like I said, they're going to be amazing in PvP. They're going to be really good to add to your dino squad or whatever. Just add them to your arsenal of dinos, because these things are going to be very good in PvP. And I'm kind of curious to see how people actually use these things. If they have them like behind the tank, like if you put a Carbo or a Stego in front, or a Trike, then you have these behind shooting at other dinos. These are going to be very interesting, and I'm kind of intrigued to see what these things are going to play a role in Ark PvP. But moving on to the next one here, we're going to be talking about Gasbags. So these things, you guys have definitely heard about these. These were announced a while ago. These things, they are kind of like, I don't know how to describe them, almost like hot air balloons. Like, do you see them? They kind of just jump up. They have like that type of battle scream thing, and it kind of pushes away enemies. So I think of them as slowly deflating hot air balloons, because these things can fly around the map and they slowly go down towards the ground. So obviously these things aren't really meant for PvP. I guess they're just meant for travel, and I'm not really seeing how these would be very useful in Ark official PvP, just because there are flyers that you could have instead of these, in case, or maybe under some circumstances, these could have some type of ability or power that could make them a little bit better. But right now, I don't see these things being too successful in Ark. So anyways, if you go on over to the Ark wiki, you can see the dossier for these things. Gasbag, released on nothing yet, because these are unreleased, not on Xbox or anything. They will be exclusive to Extinction, meaning not all the other maps. And spawn command, not released yet. But the domestication, you can tame these, you can ride them, and you cannot breed them. So this is good, guys. We already knew we could tame them. It didn't say a saddle there, so I'm not sure if these things are going to have a saddle or not. Probably not, just seeing as in the trailer they didn't really have a saddle on, or at least I couldn't see a saddle on them. But yeah, so I'm really excited for these things. Hopefully they have some type of hidden ability like the Parasaur. I know the Parasaur wasn't really that useful until they really added that alert mode. But anyways, moving on to the next one here, we're going to be talking about the Gasha. So I believe that's how you pronounce it, or maybe it's Gasha, I'm not really sure. But these things, they just look like freaking beasts. They're actually kind of funny if you look at them. They have this like bucket thing underneath them, and if you guys don't know what these things do already, they are harvesters. They're kind of like a trike. They're really good at harvesting different berries and different resources. So obviously, at least I don't know what these are confirmed to collect yet, but it just looks like it's mostly berries, and then they poop out like this little shard thing that is probably useful for something, but I don't have the information for you guys on what all these do yet, except that this thing is a berry getter. So that's going to be really good for Ark PvP, just because, we already have trikes and all that, but they aren't the best at getting berries, and if this Gasha, it really has good capabilities to get a lot of berries, these would be very useful. So obviously these things are unreleased. If you go on the Ark wiki, you can learn a little bit more about it, not much. All that we know is it's exclusive to Ark Extinction, and you can tame them, you can ride them, and you cannot breed them. So that's all we have right now for the Gasha, or Gacha, whatever you guys want to call them. But yeah, that's pretty much every single dino that I'm going to be talking about today. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, you learned a little bit more about Ark creatures and what's going to be coming to extinction, and just an overall basis of what the game is going to feel like now that we have these new creatures in the game, make sure you leave a like if you did enjoy it, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm going to be posting so much extinction videos. But anyways, subscribe for that, because I'm going to be releasing a lot, and I'll see you guys in my next video, hopefully tomorrow. Peace.